14 months ago, I did a video called Buying Body Bag Roses at Big Box. And this is going to be the follow-up video. And we're going to see which roses made the cut. After that video, I went and I bought more. Different Home Depots, and they had different varieties, and different Lowe's had different roses, and Tractor Supply. And I ended up with 68 roses. I just went gaga. I mean, they're so pretty and they make me happy. So I'm going to show you first the ones that didn't make it. We'll start off with those. This one is called Angel Face. I got this one at Home Depot. I actually planted this one 3 years ago. It did fairly well for me. I really liked that light dusky purple color, and it smelled like soap, and it had good rebloom, but it just didn't make it this past winter. It basically died, and I think I'm going to try this one again, but they do have a climbing variety, Angel Face Climber, and I'm going to try that one this time. This one is Blaze. This one is one of the earliest bloomers. It was the first to bloom. It was healthy. However, I didn't get any blooms in September and October, and one of my criteria is reblooming. So if I don't have flowers in September and October, it's not going to make the cut in my garden. But the improved variety, they do have an improved Blaze, and I heard that one does have better remontancy. This one is Fragrant Cloud. I thought, oh, this is so pretty. Oh, I gotta get this one. And it says extremely fragrant. And it grows 5 feet tall. I said, oh, I'm gonna put this in my front bed. It's windy today. And it died. And then I tried it again, and it didn't make it, not even a month. So I'm not sure if it needs more sun, or I don't know. It didn't work for me. This one is Fragrant Plum. Now this I planted last spring, and this one I got at Home Depot, and this one has a nice fragrance. It smells like rose water, and it was pretty good. It struggled at first, but then I got some pretty good flowers out of it, but it did not make the winter. And it says zone 7 through 10, so I'm thinking it might not tolerate the cold, because I'm in 7A. This is Heirloom. This is very similar to Fragrant Plum. It was very pretty. I also planted this in the spring last year, and again, it's zone 7 through 10, and it had a really pretty flower. In fact, it was very similar to Angel Face, and I was deciding, which one do I want better, Angel Face or Heirloom? So I couldn't decide. I mean, they're both very, very similar. So either one would be fine, but it didn't make the winter. This is Medallion. This one struggled after I planted it, but I got a couple of roses out of it. I got a couple of blooms out of it, and it was a very pretty light orange color. I think I had planted it under a dogwood tree, and I think it just needs more sun. Needs more sun, and I think it would have done better. I might try this one again, actually. This is Mikado. I thought, ooh, I love that color. I'm going to, but it did not. It lasted maybe 2 weeks in the ground, and I lost this one. That was a fail. I don't know if I would try this one again. It didn't do well at all. Now this is All American Beauty. I got this one at Lowe's, I believe, and this actually performed pretty well for me. It struggled the first year. It was full of black spot. Every year I get black spot on it. But I got some really pretty blooms out of it. The reason why I dug it up was I did not have flowers in September and October, and Pink Peace did. It was very similar to Pink Peace. So I kept the Pink Peace and I tossed the Miss All-American Beauty. Not a bad rose. This is Olympiad. I planted it and it died. This is Pascali. I did get one flower and it was just like the picture. It was a beautiful white rose, but it just didn't make it over the winter. It didn't have much of a fragrance, but the flower form is really pretty. But it says zone 7 to 11. I think if I lived in Florida, this would have done much better. This is Perfume Breeze. This was a climber, and it had very small little pink flowers, very tiny, like 2 centimeters. And it just wasn't extraordinary. So even though it was healthy, and it did give me a lot of blooms, it just wasn't outstanding. So I dug that one up. And it didn't really have a fragrance either. This is Rio Samba. This was a very teeny tiny. This was a body bag rose at Home Depot, and it did not do well for me. This is Sally Holmes. This is also a body bag rose. I think it was planted on multiflora rootstock because I got a bunch of tiny little white flowers that were very similar to the Perfume Breeze flowers. And even though it was healthy and it had a lot of flowers, it just looked like a weed to me. It just looked like a weed, and I was not happy. Then this one, I don't have the tag, but it was called Sundowner, and I got this at Walmart, and it was a really pretty orangey pink rose. I really liked it. I was really rooting for this one to grow, but it got more and more black spot, and it just died. So we're going to continue, and we're going to go through all the roses. Okay, this one is called Jean Bournier. It's still alive. This is the America Rose, not dead yet. This is Sexy Rexy. This is Cordis Perfecta. I like this one. This one I think is Beverly. This one is a climber, but I don't know the name of this one. This one is called Peach Swirl. This is Royal Gold. This is Color Magic. Little thing. Sometimes my roses will not grow the first year, but then after 2 or 3 years, they really perform. And also they probably need more sun back here. This is Blue Girl. This one has a really good smell. And I did get a couple flushes this spring already. This one is called Broadway. And this one is Paul Navon. He's very majestic. I got this one at Tractor Supply. And he's a thorny beast. Okay, and a lot of these, and my yard is not as sunny as it could be. This one is Sunflare. It's not doing too good. This one's probably dead. This is New Dawn. Now, I planted this one 3 years ago, and it struggled, and it died twice on me. But it did come back to life. So don't give up so easily. It's New Dawn, very glossy leaves. Now this is my other Zephy, and this one looks so much better. It's a little more sun. This is my Therese Bunier. Very healthy. This is my Pinata. This is supposed to be a climber. But she's getting there. This is Double Delight. This one struggled in the beginning as well. It has black spot. Well, they all do. And this one is Unknown. Blossom Time. This one I got at Lowe's. Blossom Time. Smells really, really sweet. This is my Don Juan. Very pretty red. This one is my Oklahoma. This is the best smelling rose I've ever smelt, ever. Such wonderful fragrance. Very, I can't explain it. Like a very sweet, just a classic rose fragrance, but more sweet. Westerland. I planted another Westerland a couple years ago. Didn't make it. I think it just needs more sun. This gets the east side. This is the east side of my garden. This one, this climber, all these luscious leaves and pink buds. That's Kiss Me Kate. I mean, she grew like gangbusters. Kiss Me Kate. I'm not sure where I got it exactly. This was a Lowe's. Kiss Me Kate. I got this one at Lowe's. This is Grand Dame. This is Camelot. And this one I planted 2 years ago. This one is from Lowe's. This is one of my favorites. It's called South Africa. We have Big Purple. This one is Shirley's Bouquet. It's still little, but it has a green tint to it. It's very interesting. That's at Home Depot. Now this was supposed to be gold medal, but I think it was mislabeled. It really looks like my other peach twist. It really, really looks identical to that. And this one's called, oh, this is Belinda's Dream. This one's getting ready to open. Just no black spot. Okay. Another body bag rose called Intrigue. Intrigue. Doesn't really smell, but and this is a climber. This one's called New Year. And this is Miranda Lambert. Miranda. It's gotten really and this little thing is called First Prize. It's really struggling. And this one is really healthy. No black spot. This is Moonlight in Paris. I got this one. This was a body bag rose. I was surprised. This is really surprised. This does not look like the picture. This is Chimera. Dark green leaves. Chimera. I was really happy with that one. And this is Arizona. Sometimes you get lucky. And this one is Royal Kate. Royal Kate. This has a nice smell to it. Sometimes it's just a box of chocolates. You're not sure what you're gonna get. And that's definitely true. Now, when I planted this one, this was supposed to be Origold. This was supposed to be a yellow rose. But it's either a mislabel or it is Dr. Huey rootstock. This one is struggling. It lost all its leaves. And lastly, is Dolly Parton. This has one little tiny leaf, so it's not dead yet. It was the very last one on the shelf, but I took my chances. Okay. Now, I have 3 more. This is Tropicana. I don't know where I planted that one. It's somewhere. Meredith, I know I planted it, but I can't find it. And my yellow climber. I think I know where I could put it, but I have to wait till it blooms. Okay, well, good luck with your body bag roses and your 2-quart roses. You can find some really nice varieties this way. Right, have a good day.